check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
So much good football in the Triangle, but one of the best stadiums in that area is Carter Finley Stadium. NC State gets it rocking. The red and black, 50,000 plus. This is one of the most fun places to watch a game in North Carolina. Reese?
Appreciate that, Holly. Cougars kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Bunch formation for these receivers. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Let's talk for a second about NC State. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you kick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Finding space. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. And he gets rid of it.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Trying to make one miss. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll run it. At the 40, there he goes. Wide open spaces. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. That gives him 54 yards rushing in the early going, and he is making an impact in the first game of the season. The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. In the red area, it's Scott. And he's in! Touchdown, North Carolina State!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find their rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Scanning the field, it's Bachmeier. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, they get that turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally. You got to be in the right place at the right time.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Hits inside. It's Scott. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, "Sit down, sir."
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Throws to the tight end. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Fires to the right. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Throws for the tight end. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. Caught. Into the end zone. Touchdown, NC State. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Caught. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And they dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, and this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Out wide right, it's Lions. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Taking a shot. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Back open in the middle. There he goes. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. But starting to get things moving. It's first. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, BYU! Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Back to throw, it's Bailey. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Burrowing for yardage. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And I think this is going to be a focal point moving forward, man. Like stopping the run game. Like they continue to have success and have success now on this third down. They've got to find a way to maybe commit more bodies, be more physical at the point of attack, and take away some of this rushing game.
The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense has it. They're on the move. Takes it in. Touchdown, Cougars.
What a nice job by the defense. Not only getting the football out, the awareness to scoop it up. I got space, get up the field, a little caravan to the end zone, making the big play. And this offense in game one, man, not only do you give up the turnover, you give up a touchdown, and you haven't scored that many points. They got to get it together.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he makes the extra point. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. That 14-point lead is gone, and now they'll try to get back on top with a scoring drive here. Got his man all by himself. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. NC State might want to keep slinging it after that last big play. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch, it's Robinson. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. The run inside. It's Scott. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Deep shot for the end zone. And that one's going to be incomplete. He was throwing for the touchdown, but just couldn't get the foot down inbounds.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Breaks into the open. He now has 74 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Fires to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll set up to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And as you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Well, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Making the adjustment on the play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
Are you kidding me? I mean, it's really good defense to take away the pass and take away the big play, but the quarterback just makes absolutely something out of nothing. Scrambles around, finds a way to get in for the touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Sets his feet. It's Bachmeier. Escapes the pressure going right. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Cougars racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on third down. Looking to throw for it. Look out! Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
Yeah, now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Oh, he missed it. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Oh, pressure's coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Moves the pocket. It's Bachmeier. Throws to the wideout. Left side is Phillips. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Finds his man.
I love fullbacks that can catch the football. These guys aren't just blockers. They're not just smash-mouth players. But these guys have got some finesse to their game and some soft hands to go with it.
Second down, gonna throw it. Just had to get rid of it.
That is not good news for this offense, guys. I mean, the defense only brought 3 on that play, and they were still able to get after the quarterback. This O-line has got to play better.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. It's complete on the right side. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Rush is on. Touchdown, Cougars! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
This really has been a tale of 2 quarters for this offense. They were shut out in the first quarter, and they've been lighting the scoreboard up in the second. Give this offensive quarter.
And it's blocked. He's got it. He can take this back for 2.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Drops back on first down. Here comes the heat. Finds his back in the middle. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The hand to the running back. Not much happening on that one. Maybe made it back to the line of scrimmage as the clock continues to move here late in the half. It's third down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Bowling Green, taking on the number 6 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's Bowling Green in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone-booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the top 25.
They'll run it. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Buckmeyer. Fires to the right. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. Here's the snap. Ready to cut one loose. Flip it out to the back on the screen. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Man, you could just feel it, couldn't you? Just how badly that guy wanted to get that first down. He knows, hey, we're on our own side of the field. We're not trying to punt. I've got to do something. I've got to make somebody miss to go pick up this first down for my offense, and that's exactly what he did.
The Cougars will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Reels it in. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it and make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Caught in the backfield. It's Lyons. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And the Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the back. Turning it on. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
First down, operating in the red zone and doing it in a den of noise. To the ground, he's got... It's a fumble! Defense falls on the ball, going to be a turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet, and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier, it gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job on the defense, forcing it with the assist from the weather.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second-half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Defense all over him.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Moving the pocket, it's Bailey. They're all over it. Got a man in the middle. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. 2nd down, going to throw it. Stepping to the right. He's got it. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And this is the kind of quarterback I want to build my offense around. I mean, guys that can scoot, extend plays. It makes the offensive line better, wide receivers better when you can do things like this and get completions down the field.
North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Wants to throw one first. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Selling the fake. Under pressure. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Right side, it's Robinson. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you've got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
Works the middle of the field. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun. Still looking to his right. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert for 2nd and short.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. With the run on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Dropping back, it's Bailey. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Quick strike through the air for the score. And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. From the gun, looking for a man. Incomplete, a 50-50 ball won by no one that time. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a two-possession game. They must get something here. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Handoff from the gun. They push it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. Unloads to the wideout. With the catch, it's Phillips. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Out wide right, it's Phillips. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Second and long here. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. Rush right in his face. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. BYU right back to the line.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
They run into a bit of trouble here. Third and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Escapes the pressure to his right. The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage for a loss.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can...
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Fires toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and you needed points. You wanted points badly. But listen, the offense, you know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to get in their 4-minute offense. Now, I got to start preserving that clock, using my timeouts, try to get a stop, and get this ball back to my offense.
Comes down, it's Robinson. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive, too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Makes the pass. Got his man on the right. There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Out wide left, it's Robinson. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's...
A shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. Rolls right. Fires downfield. He's got it. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Back to throw. It's Bailey. Look out! Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls in.
They'll try it again after the incomplete pass on 3rd and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. They want to throw it. He wants it all. Touchdown, North Carolina State! Quick strike through the air for the score. Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Using his feet. He will be stopped short, just shy of the goal line, and the 2-point conversion attempt will fail.
NC State 39, BYU 21.
He'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Working, the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. Tackled almost immediately, not a whole lot on that one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
2nd down to the air. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Hit as he throws. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the 1st. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Bachmeier. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical.
He'll take a deep shot here. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. After this, it'll be a wrap. He's looking to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. We waited so long to start the season.